What's going on? Welcome to another CNFT Tuesday live stream. Just want to say what's up to the chat and get everyone in the chat right now. Sioran Greenfingers, what's going on? Good evening, guys. We've got a lot of stuff to cover today, but we have some special guests coming on. Now, before we get to the guests, my voice was completely zeroed out yesterday. I mean, you could hear me cracking like a 13-year-old middle schooler here, right? But basically what happened was I went to a bonfire on a farm. I guess I don't really do good with farms. So it was the smoke, it was the farm. And then we walked into a barn and there was like all this dust there. And like, I guess it gets kicked up with like the mold or whatever else is in there. Not saying that this barn was dirty or anything, but like I was definitely feeling the vid, right? Just seeping in, right? Not that I have a vid or anything, but my voice is totally shot. Anyway, let me see if I could shout a little limerick for the next few people here and bring them on as normal. I know he's about to blow up like a public restroom. This man keeps on working. He's never going to bust soon. His predictions I desire. His live streams are fire. This man is growing in the dark like a mushroom. He is the one, the only, the crypto warden. Ethan, welcome to the channel.
Cowboy Nation, Happy New Year, everybody. I haven't been on the past couple of weeks, but it's okay because my voice isn't shot. I'm very blessed to be on as always, and I'm glad I'm able to join here. Thanks.
Good deal. How's your Christmas? How's your New Year's? How's your holidays?
It was fantastic. I mean, my girlfriend was back for the past couple of weeks, so I was super blessed to be able to spend some time with her.
That's where you were. That's where you were. It's all good. It's all good. We all got to take care of the ladies here. But let's take care of our next guest here. He never slows down. He only goes full throttle. His trades in the game are something we should all model. He wants to be free, and crypto's the key. Buying smart investments. He's crypto's Aristotle, the one, the only Gully. Welcome back to the live stream, my man.
Thank you for having me, man. I love being here. So I always appreciate being on.
I appreciate that, man. I really do. And I assume your holidays were good too?
Yeah, they were good. Family, relaxation, everything you want out of a Christmas holidays.
Yeah, good to hear. Good to hear. Well, we got one more guest here, and it's the star of the evening here. And let's bring them on properly. This team is tough like quality leather. Got insight in the game. They're clever. They focus on mining. They're a gem. They keep shining. Buying up the ADA will last them forever. The one, the only Ryan from Goofy Gophers. How are you, my man?
Hey, Cowboys. Happy New Year. Thanks again for having us on. Really, really excited to be here. Aaron, that's so weird you mentioned about losing your voice. I flew back yesterday and I've also lost my voice. I think I caught something on the plane. But great to be here. Can't wait to discuss everything CNFT.
Yeah, well, you know what? I've never actually been one to like lose my voice, get soft with it. You know what I mean? Like I've always been like super healthy, but whatever reason, I just got soft over the years or something like that. And I'm just getting sick randomly and all that stuff. So I don't know. Big up to the chat. Rez in here. Javier. Tommy's in here. Good. What's up, man? And I think he's on next week. G3 and Hugs Not Rugs. What's going on, guys? Freedom 35ers, MFers. We got everyone represented here, which is good. So be sure, before I forget here, I want to make sure you guys follow all these guys. Okay. So be sure to follow the Warden. He's representing Ada Knots up at the top here. Here's Gully. And then here's Goofy Gophers. We'll get into all of that stuff here. But first, I want to know, Cardano is on a little bit of a tear, mainly because probably I would say Bitcoin is ripping the charts right now. And it's on like a little hike up. what are you guys thinking where the market's at right now? What are you guys buying? Are you guys buying more ADA? Are you guys buying more NFTs? Are you guys holding it stable? What are your sentiments? What are your thoughts, especially for people in the chat? Anyone's up for this one.
Yeah, I mean, as far as ADA, no, I'm not buying anything. I'm waiting for a pullback. I expect one to happen. If you look at the daily chart for ADA, the 100-day moving average has been acting as resistance the entire way down, and we kind of hit it at about 33 cents and jumped back down to about 32, 31. So I'm waiting for a pullback there. And as far as NFTs, you know, I haven't really been minting too actively. There's not a lot to get excited about. So I'm just holding off for projects like the Goofy Gophers, Alley Cats, another project called Fox, which is on Thursday, I believe. So yeah, I'm looking to just basically be patient, a little more patient right now.
Okay, so you're looking at just not minting, except for very few projects, then, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What makes and we'll get to Goofy Gophers, but like, what is it about Goofy Gophers and Alley Cats from your point of view that makes it worthwhile minting?
Well, they're both two different projects, and so it's for two different reasons. Really, with the Alley Cats, a lot of it is market sentiment. It's very bullish. Everybody's talking about it. People are, you know, trying to sell their soul to get a whitelist. So like everybody is, you know, everyone's clamoring for this. So I feel like it's definitely going to be something I can make a flip on and hold a few other assets for a later pump, perhaps. With the Goofy Gophers, this is more like a long-term play for me. This is something that, you know, provides passive income, and that will provide, you know, value to the asset itself. So I've got two different reasons for wanting to make both.
So why wouldn't you hold long-term Alley Cats then?
I will, because I'm able to mint 3, so I won't sell all 3. I'll probably sell at least 1 to get my cost out. And depends. If I mint something really rare and I can get a large chunk of money out of it right away, I'll do that, and then maybe hold on to the other 2 or hold on to 1 just to see what they build later.
Okay, Warden, what about you? What are you thinking of? What are you doing? Stable coin, not buying up some stuff, specifics? What are you thinking of doing?
I mean, I just got 2 diamond hands right now. There's really not much that I'm doing. Not really buying anything. Just staying in stable coins. So just waiting to see with some things that I like. But overall, just chilling right now.
Did you catch FOMO with this recent uptick of Cardano here?
No. I mean, I was keeping pretty active with it. I saw it drop down to about, what was it, 25, 26 cents around there.
Yep.
And so, I mean, we've been talking about it. We knew it was going to go around that price, and we are expecting it to go a little bit lower. So, I mean, I'm not too worried. I mean, it's really how everything goes. There's certain points where it'll come up, but I think it'll come back down, so I'm not too worried.
How about you, Ryan? What are you guys doing? And then maybe we could even go into like you personally, and then what Goofy Gophers is doing during this time.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, Cardano is obviously on a tear. It was sitting around 20 cents for last month. Now it's 32. Pretty crazy. I agree with the others. That's just a temporary spike. I think it's probably a mix of things. This spike, probably the DJED stable coin. People are really excited about it because it provides on and off ramps all within Cardano. I know there was also news about Charles building a facility that accepts ADA, a healthcare facility.
Hospital, yeah.
I saw a lot of news about huge crypto whales coming into ADA, so it's interesting that they're also big Cardano fans. But I think that all contributes to this uptrend, but it will go down again, I think, a bit. But long term, it's very, very bullish. This is only just the start. We've got the Voltaire upgrade coming. Holders able to vote on Cardano's development. That's really, really important for a decentralized blockchain. The institutions are coming. Charles says it as well. They're coming. There's trillions of dollars waiting to go into crypto when there's more regulation. I think a lot of that's going to go into Cardano because it is scalability. We've got the hard fork as well back in September. That's been great. Developers are coming. It's now the second most developed blockchain, second most developers. The VC firm Emergo, 200 million to help builders on Cardano. There's lots of positive news, and this is just the start. And then as for NFTs, I haven't seen. Hold on.
So that's a lot of information here that I want to really get into. I don't want to roll off of that because some of that is really important. Some of that maybe not so much important to me. But when you said the second most developed layer one, right, ecosystem, what does that mean for you? For me, that means something, but maybe not for others. So let's get all on the same page. Is that more developers, or is that more projects, or is that bigger projects, or more usage? Like, what does that mean?
That was just what I saw. It was the number of active developers, which for me is one of the most important metrics, is that the Cardano is now only second behind ETH.
Yeah, but it's a far second though, right?
It's fairly far, yeah, but it's getting there. The gap's shortening.
Yeah, and I think that also, I mean, I'm not sure about you guys, but I've heard two things, right? One, follow the developers. I think I heard that from Mr. Wonderful. Now you could take or leave what he says, but I personally take and leave some things he says, but follow developers is something that I always like to hear. And more than one blockchain can win. So like, it's not just Ethereum, but like you might want to bet on the number two guy too. What are you guys' reactions for the development of Cardano? You guys were all at what's that called? CNFT Con. So like you see the community growing. What are you guys' reactions to some of what's happening on Cardano?
I thought it was incredibly inspiring. I'd never really seen Cardano people in real life. And the next thing I know, I'm in Vegas and there's thousands of innovators talking about the future of blockchains, all these different applications, DAOs, GameFi. It was absolutely incredible to finally see it in real life. I haven't been to a Bitcoin conference or anything before. So yeah, it was great. And people are already talking a lot about the next one. It just got announced. It's in Vegas. Yeah. So yeah, exciting.
Early bird got announced. I'm sure people are going to start buying that one up soon. Gully, Warden, what are you guys doing? What do you guys think about the future of Cardano? And then maybe we can even talk a little CNFT Con.
I think the future is bright. I think the future is big. We're in the nascent stages of this blockchain. It's very young still. It's still maturing. So it's actually an exciting time to be a part of this blockchain right now, to be able to watch it develop, and you're going to be able to have a better understanding of it because you're there as the history is being created.
That's fair too. How about you, Warren?
Oh, I mean, I concur with the other two. It's really exciting to see it, especially me being 19 years old, just to see the growth overall, and especially as a younger person, it's really fantastic.
How old are you guys? If you guys don't want to mind doxing, you could give me a fake number. But how old are you guys? I'm 34. I'm an old person.
I'm 41.
41. Ryan, how about you?
Wow, I've got a baby face, but yeah, I'm 25.
25. Okay, so we've got a wide range of experience and perspectives here. Okay, so Gully and I could probably tell you, like, at an older age, you become more skeptical of things, I think, and you're less like starstruck and you're more skeptical of things. I don't know about you, Gully, but I'm sure you've had your fair share of experience and things. So like, why wouldn't we be skeptical of Cardano, or better yet, why be skeptical of other projects on Cardano? You said there are thousands of people, and this is probably true, all excited about Cardano. Not all thousands are going to make it. Matter of fact, I hear a lot of time 90% of people will fail and flop down. Why do you think why do you think that'll happen, especially on Cardano? And then maybe we could talk about Goofy Gophers.
Sure.
I mean, I think you'll see in every aspect of every single thing you do, whether that's in life or just projects in general, there will be certain things that fail about the individual aspects about all of them. But it really just depends on the community. There's a lot of different factors, because I mean, at the end of the day, it depends on, will you get back up and will you continue to try and progress and succeed in what you are trying to do?
Yeah. Okay. Ryan?
Yeah, I agree. So not to make the parallel that everyone makes, but we're in an emerging technology. It's very, very exciting. We've got so many innovators, but the price you pay for being in such a new industry is a lot won't make it. Like the .com bubble, only a few companies made it. Anyone attaching .com got these huge valuations, and it's very similar in NFTs and crypto with these ICOs. But the 1% of NFTs that will be there in 10 years are the ones with real world utility, doing things in the real world. And we're only just starting to see that with NFTs.
Yeah. How about you, Gully?
I remain skeptical at all times. I mean, even with crypto, even though I'm obviously bullish in that's why I'm here, especially during a bear market. And a lot of people in crypto get mad at me when I say this, but even Bitcoin is still speculative in this stage of the game. Like, it hasn't proven itself as a store of value yet, or it could definitely become that. So we have to be skeptical at all times, and that's why it's important to take profits in every stage of the game.
I think that's right. And you reflect that, and like how you're saying, if you mint 3, you're going to sell 1 alley cat or whatever. So that's pretty good. Guys, do you guys really quick, do you guys know anything about Bonk? Do you guys know what it is? Anything about it?
I've heard a little bit about it. I've seen some giveaways about it. I've seen some charts about it that it was popping off a little bit, but I can't speak too much on it.
Yeah. Basically, let me just maybe it's a coin. It's a KuCoin on the Solana network, okay? And I think this is worthwhile because it's like it used to get a lot of traction. I'm not sure right now. Okay, well, yeah. So when I heard about Bonk, I heard about it right here, right around this area. And then I go on like BitBoy Crypto and I start telling everyone to buy it. Like, I don't care, just buy it. For whatever reason, I was partially trolling, partially true. It's like I kind of see this kicking off, and it did rise, but I mean, honestly, I didn't know. I thought it would probably rise here, and no one knew it was going to rise up here. Now it's over here. Look, here's the real story behind Bonk. It seems to be a something against Solana, something against FTX, like some like anti-resistance thing. Do you guys ever foresee a time where there will be some kind of resistance against Cardano? When I talk to Solana people, they love Solana. They are freaking all about Solana, but I can't get through to them. They're in this cult of Solana, and like, oh, is the scalability, oh, the transactions per minute or whatever. Doesn't matter. Do you see like, what is the biggest, like threat to Cardano? Is it Charles turning on it? Is it, some VC dumping on it? What's the biggest threat to Cardano right now? Just like Bonk is showing for Solana.
I think the biggest, it's a decentralized blockchain, which is why, Solana is seeing some of the problems it is seeing because it was centralized and people were able to make foul play without other people having to verify certain transactions or such. So with Cardano, I guess the only real threat that I can tell is if, these bigger stake pools start, collectively acting together in their own interest, not the interest of the rest of the blockchain.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Anyone else? Ryan, you had something to say?
Yeah, Solana's definitely got some good things going for it. Very different to other blockchains. I saw the phone they were doing. They have like a physical shop in New York. They're good marketers, but what's ultimately been bad for them is they operate in a silo. Like you just said, it's a bit cultish. People in Solana generally are only in Solana. With blockchain technology to work as a technology, the blockchains need to work in tandem, not in silos. And maybe that is a danger of Cardano, is if it gets too cultish and shuts off these connections, that's a danger for me. But I do think Charles is very good at that sort of stuff.
Yeah. And you mentioned even like the big whales are coming to Cardano now, which is interesting. We saw a little bit about that when in my opinion, when Ape Society started hitting their rise. Like some people said like, oh, some smaller whales are going into these projects and aping into these projects. Now maybe we're seeing some bigger whales, maybe some adoption, maybe we'll see some more. Who knows? I don't know. But talk to me about why Goofy Gophers is so special. Like, what sets it apart from the other projects out here? And then maybe we could get into some like white lists and stuff like that. And Ryan has offered some white lists to whoever can win my silly games on Pictionary. So very gracious of Ryan. But I just want to know, Ryan, like just in a nutshell, what makes Goofy Gophers so different, so special than from the 90% out there and people who are listening in right now?
Yeah, so that old buzzword, utility, we didn't make a project just for the sake of it to make some pretty Gophers generated. From the start, we were thinking about utility and solving real world problems. So for me and the other people involved, we've always wanted to get into mining. I've done mining, GPU mining, but in 2023, to do it seriously, you need to get an ASIC, purpose-built machine. It's very powerful. It's also very expensive. They're about $10,000, even in the bear market. In the bull market, they were $40,000. And how it works is you buy that, you set it up, which isn't that easy. You need technical knowledge. You need to generate the power. You need to cool it. It's very noisy. And all this means essentially is that mining at scale is inaccessible for a normal person. That's not how it's supposed to be. It was never supposed to be dominated by huge farms, huge corporations, governments. It was supposed to be that anyone could mine, but it's no longer like that. So what we're essentially doing here is fractionalizing mining. So we're taking that mint revenue, buying different types of cryptocurrency miners, L7s for Doge and Litecoin, KA3s for Cardano, and XPs for Bitcoin. So that means we're investing that mint revenue in these miners, sending to our partner farm, and then after our 6-month compounding period, holders will share in that mining revenue. And there's no hassle. The NFT is going to be about $120 rather than $10,000. So it's a much easier vehicle to enter mining. There's also no hassle, no setup. We take care of everything, and we have economies of scale. So because we're a community of 88 Gophers, we can get much better rates on electricity, about half the residential rate at 8 cents a kilowatt hour. And it also means the machines themselves, we're buying hundreds of machines rather than just one. So we get an economy of scale there as well, where the per machine cost is much less than the individual could get. So I'd say what sets us apart in a nutshell is real world utility. We're not paying out in dollar goof or some metaverse token. None of that. It's real world utility, and we'll have staking so that you'll earn ADA from mining.
Got it. Who's in? When do you expect to start with that 6-month compounding process?
So that'll be when the last main sale miner goes live. But we've already started rolling out our roadmap. So we had our pre-sale a couple of months ago, the first 1,000 Gophers. We raised 60K from that. We then spent 65K on miners. So we put some of our own in as well. And we've been mining for 3 months. We've mined a net of 66 Litecoin. So it's been good to see this Litecoin pump. We're about 50% of the way of getting our next miner purely from that mining revenue. So that's been a really, really good start for us.
Just curious, like how much revenue have you brought in with that miner and dollar amounts?
It went up today, so it's about $6,000. Then we had 550 electricity, so very profitable at these rates.
Sorry, so say that one more time. How much? $6,000?
$6,000 and $550 in electricity costs.
Oh, 550 in electricity costs. Okay, so and then does that, for instance, get just distributed out to everyone with a Goofy Gopher?
Eventually, yes. So for the first 6 months, that revenue goes on buying more miners, so that in this bear market, we're getting as many miners as possible, increasing the size of our operation by, we think, about 20 to 40%, depending on market conditions. And then we're going to have a much bigger fleet of miners. 6 months will hit, and then we'll be paying out in ADA to staked Gophers.
Okay. Do you guys have any questions for Ryan while we got it, before I ask him the big 1 mint question?
I was going to ask him 1 mint, so beat me to it.
Yeah, no, I've been in every space with these guys. I've been in every stream with these guys. I'm in their Discord. I'm pretty up to date as to how this project's going to operate.
What's the most common question then? What's the hardest and most common question that people ask?
Most common question people ask them?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people just want to know how it's going to be profitable, right? Like they're, especially those who are skeptical of, you can only make so much per day, yada, yada. They want to know how they were managing to keep those costs down, and so that they could keep yields as high as possible. And again, every stream, every space they've been in, they've answered that with flying colors. And now they've just shown it with proof of concept with the numbers he just gave you, right? With paying $100 and making about $5,500, a grand total of $5,000, and that's with like 5 machines I think you guys have now.
5, yes. Soon to be 6, hopefully. But we released a video on this as well to our YouTube channel because we realized that a lot of people in our community, they're not necessarily mining experts. So we made a video called Mining Profitability, and it just takes you through the different equations, how to look at mining profit. And it shows that even if crypto goes 50% down, we are still profitable. And then it gives you some different scenarios of what our profit looks like if we see a recovery, if crypto goes back to all-time highs, and then if crypto enters a new bull.
Dang.
So that is really informative. Yeah.
This is the type of project that I'm like, I really don't want to give those whitelists away. I want them for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm interested in like, I'm personally interested in mining for 2023. So I'm partnered with a few different projects and different ways to mine, right? I don't personally want to have a miner because it's just so loud and all that kind of stuff. But there's some questions here in the chat and we need to get to here. Are there less rare Gophers in the main sale than pre-sale?
Great question. Yeah, so for the pre-sale we put in, it was the same drop rate except for 1 of 1s. You were slightly more likely to get a 1 of 1 in the pre-sale. But yeah, it's not too much of a difference. But yeah, we did want to reward people that are getting in really early.
That makes sense. Makes sense. Can you talk to us about the classes and traits? You don't have to go in on it because we could always go on the website. But I mean, for G3 here, yeah, maybe talk a little bit about the classes, traits, and how that works.
Okay, yeah, so I won't get too deep. If you want to get deep, just go into our mine paper. It's got everything nicely laid out. But yeah, so when you hit mint, the Gopher you get is random, completely random, and there's 7 different types. The most 3 common are miners, wizards, and warriors. So they come in 3 classes. You get apprentices, experts, and masters. And just in a nutshell, miners give you a boost to that mining payout. Wizards give you a boost to our treasury. So we have one of the first DAOs I've seen on any NFT that's funded by mining revenue. So 20% of our mining revenue is going to go into a treasury. We're going to put that into different projects we're excited about, ones with real world utility, and then have an on-chain vote. So wizards from that treasury will get a boost. Warriors get a small boost to both. Then the rarer professions, we've got merchants. They get a share in secondary market royalties. Then we've got thieves. So thieves have an amount going to them, and then we choose 50 random thieves every quarter to get the payout. So it's like a lottery class. It's quite fun. Then we've got oracles, where there's only 100 oracles, so it's the second rarest profession, but you'll submit a prediction for the following period, something arbitrary like the price of ADA, our mining revenue, something like that. And the closest 3 get all of the payout. So that means if you get the prediction right, you get the payout of 33 Gophers. And then lastly, we've got royals that get attacks on all the others.
Got it. Now, yeah, if you guys want to know more on this, I remember asking detailed questions about each one of these. I even thought it was like a game, right? Like I was like, okay, so I remember all this stuff. Javier asks, where does the gamification come into play with the Gopher rolls? I think that's with the amount of Gophers you have, right? If I'm wrong, it's like the more you have of like a certain class, you like take more risk or not risk. Like one was like, you know, you're betting and stuff. I don't know all the details. Ryan, obviously you'd be better suited to ask that.
Yes, yeah. So it's just the different professions. So miners get a boost, apprentice gets a small boost, masters get a bigger boost. You can look at it all in the mine paper whenever, but there's other gamification. There's fun things like there's a 1% chance of warriors recovering the payout from a thief, just a random chance. There's also different voting power. So for when we have those on-chain votes, let's say, oh, we want to buy a trading bot, royals get 3 votes in that, where apprentices only get 1 vote. And masters, as you can see there, get 2 votes. So just more communication.
Looks like high gaming has like a ton of questions. Probably one of yours, if I'm not sure. I don't know, but let's see. Is there an estimated cost of the Gopher for the main sale, or is it based on the market conditions?
Yeah, we have an estimate. We have an estimate in dollars, so we need to hit 900K to have enough scale to really make an impact of what we want to do. So that works out at about $120 ish. Not announced yet, so don't. That's not the final amount, but yeah, it'll be $120. So it depends on how ADA's doing.
All right, and the current secondary sales profits are going to reinvesting mining.
Yeah, so 50% of that gets paid out to Gophers, and then 50% goes to project development. So we've got that there at the moment. We haven't reinvested that into mining yet.
Can you repeat that slowly for me one more time? 50% go back to Gophers. What does that mean? To Gopher holders?
Yeah, so if you hold a merchant Gophers, you experience a share in those secondary market royalties.
Oh, I see right there. Yeah, of course. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then for the rest, it goes for project development. So just like little costs, things here and there, but we haven't reinvested that into mining yet.
So does that only mean that the you're only going to have so many off the initial mint to then go? That's what you got. That's the for the foreseeable future. How many miners do you got?
Yes, yeah. It's going to be one season. We buy the miners from that initial amount. And then, yeah, there won't be any more.
And then just for clarification, Javier asked, so every Gopher still gets paid out every 6 months of staking. Amazing.
The aim is to do it quarterly at first, and then eventually, hopefully, monthly. But obviously, if we do a payout monthly, there's more fees. It's a lot of computational power because you've seen our gamification. It's not a simple thing. It's quite an advanced algorithm. So, yeah, it'll be quarterly at first.
Yeah, Javier has another last funny comment. All I ask, please, is at least 2 per whitelist. I swear I'll never let my kids step in and go for hold. How many per whitelist?
Yeah, it's 2 Gophers per whitelist.
Okay, good deal, for sure. And so Ryan, like I said, has graciously offered a whitelist to give away. How many whitelists were you planning to give away today?
Let's do 10.
10. Can you say one for me? I mean, dang, bro. This is for me. What the heck? I give out all the time, people. I just want, this is the only whitelist that I want right now. Like all the projects we've had on it, this is the only one. So if you guys are ready, we have some games. Unless Gully or Warden, do you have any like reactions to any of this and you know what the chat is bringing and all that kind of stuff?
No, I'm just excited to mint this project finally. I guess we're still waiting on Flipper, so I don't know. Maybe Ryan can give us a little alpha right now on Flipper and maybe what he projects it to be launched.
Yeah, I can. I met up with the team when I was back in England. I've seen Flipper. It's absolutely incredible. It's worth the wait. There's so many unique features in there that I know it's frustrating for everyone that it's taking this long, but it will be worth it. I'm not allowed to say like when it's going to come out, but I would say it's going to be very soon, within the next couple of weeks. I know they've now put Flipper on.
You just said.
No, it's just an estimate, but they're inviting more testers in, so it won't be too long. And then our main sale will be hopefully a week or 2 after Flipper launches. So next everything's ready. The tokens are generated. We've got the 1 of 1s. We're all good to go.
So next couple of weeks, guys, you heard it here. 2 within 2 weeks, I would say. So that's good stuff. Maybe 3 at the most, depending on setbacks and stuff. You know, I hate when people do that. Golly, dude, it's so frustrating. I'm like, I want to know. Just tell me. But I understand why. I just still hate it. It's just part of it.
Ryan is among some of my other friends who are on the test team, and they're kind of sworn to secrecy as to what they really truly know. And so they can't really give away too much, but they have been telling us that we will not be disappointed when it comes.
Okay, well that's good. That's good. Ryan, what's the best and worst thing about launching Goofy Gophers? Give me the best thing about and the worst thing.
Oh, that's a really good question. I haven't been asked that before. Well, I'd say the best thing has been solving a real world problem that I had. So I got into crypto a long time ago. I was running an Amazon business, getting things made in China, selling it in England and the US. So I had some money coming in and I was putting it into crypto because one of my crazy friends was into it. And this is way before it was big. And I saw it going up. And then I got really, really excited. I joined my investing society. They made me head of crypto because I won a competition. So that was really, really fun. I got into crypto, but I quickly realized even if you have capital, it's very, very hard to get exposure to everything you want to get exposure to. So as a community, we can get exposure to a lot more fractionally, especially mining, which is so expensive and technically difficult to get into. So a Gopher allows you to do that. It's going to be the best vehicle to get wide exposure to crypto. So that's been the best thing. The worst thing, I'd say it's been brutal. What's that? Sorry.
Be honest and brutal.
Well, to be honest, there's been challenges in the bear market. So ADA was $3, now it's 30 cents. That makes a big difference. There's the Cardano community and crypto community as a whole is shrinking. There's way less people in there in the bull market, because in the bull market it's a gold rush. So now it's much harder to build hype. But I think we're much better for being in a bear market. So once we sell out, we're buying these miners at like the cheapest miners have ever been, and it's really setting everyone up for the bull run. So it's like a double-edged sword.
Yeah, it's like the bull run will weed out the weak ones, but it makes it tough for the good teams. So it's one of those things. Okay, so guys, we have a new tradition here. Usually I play Hangman. I've since done away with that because last week it just went so well. But today we are going to be playing Pictionary. Okay. And how we're going to do this is basically I've got a list of categories and things to draw. I haven't yet figured out how someone else could draw, unless you have like an iPad or something like that. Maybe you go on some kind of app or something. But here's how we'll play. Gully, Crypto Warden, Ryan, you guys can guess. And I'm going to try to maintain the chat. Of course, I'm drawing, so I can't see what could go back and backlog who got first. But whoever gets it first gets the whitelist. Now, of the three here, you guys can choose to either keep the whitelist for yourself or give it away to the chat. Ryan, you're going to have to give it away to the chat. I mean, that's just and then let's see. What can I make it spicy? Oh, we'll wait. I had this bet with Freedom 35 with Tommy. I was like, I'm going to give out more than you do in this year. But so I want to start working on that, but I don't know how. So we'll see. 10 whitelist is a good start. Here we go. Wow, this guy is just get that guy out of here. Let's see. Okay, this category is in your house. Okay, this category is in your house. So here we go.
Mirror,
that's it.
Boom.
Gully gets it with the mirror.
What is that on the floor? What is that faucet looking thing that you drew?
That's a faucet, dude. That's a faucet. That's not floor. That's
a bathroom mirror. Bathroom mirror.
All right, Gully. We've got 10. We've already just given out one. So, Gully, what do you want to do with that one?
Yeah, I'll give it away. Can I choose to who I give it away to, or
give it away to anyone?
Okay, I'll give it away to I Hate Pants.
I Hate Pants?
Yeah.
That's fire.
Good job, man. You got it. So, okay. What's the best way to claim these whitelists, Ryan?
Just open a ticket in our Discord, screenshot this, and we'll get you sorted out.
All right, cool. Got it. We'll do one more. We'll do maybe two more because Ryan, you gave your 10 whitelists is a lot, so that's pretty good. This one is food. Okay, category is food. Here we go.
Corn.
Bread.
That's
Corn.
it.
Okay. You want more? All right, fine. Okay.
Avery drew the same thing.
Water.
No, I'm looking through the chat.
Potato?
No, not potato. Hold on. Oh, Strega Heart is close.
Whose heart? Pill.
I thought it was a pill.
Not Trees Cities West is close. Oh, Strike of Heart wins right here. Vitamin.
Vitamin. Okay.
Vitamin.
Oh, interesting.
That was such a hard one.
Yeah, it was. I was in the food mindset. I wasn't in the pill mindset.
Well, that's where I become tricky, right? That's where I become tricky.
I am not hiring you to draw my NFT products.
These are going to be made into NFTs, guys. These are going to be made into NFTs. 10K collection, guys. We'll keep it going. Okay, good job, Strike Heart. That's 2. We'll do one more, and then I've got another question here. Okay, this one's under the category of landmarks. Okay, landmarks. Here we go. You guys don't know this one?
Oh, it's one of the it's a slot machine thing. I don't know the
Slot
name of the thing.
machine.
Oh, I was right.
Good
This is
job.
great news.
That's a landmark? Is a slot machine a landmark?
Yeah, look.
Yeah,
If you're in CNFT Con, you make a left at the slot machines,
slot machine.
or right,
Or
or
it was
whatever.
definitely a right. It was 100% a right, but that's okay.
That blue hand needs more.
Yeah, I know. Landmark. I'm thinking like Eiffel Tower.
I know that's how you guys thinking. So I'm thinking
Slot
ahead
machine.
of you guys here. All right, Warden, do you want to keep it or give it away?
I mean, chat. I always give it away the once in a while when I win Hangman, but I mean, I'm a big fan of Goofy Gopher, so I'm not gonna lie. I gotta keep this one.
Crypto Warden's gonna keep it, no problem. The next one you must give away if you do win, okay? So that's the only compromise, but I think that's fair. Goofy Gophers is like a legit. I mean, like I really like this project, guys. I don't know what y'all, but I really want to win one for myself here. So I want to give away 9 or something like that, and then keep the last one for ourselves. Look, let's talk a little bit about the state of the market, especially macroeconomic level. This is where I want to go, and then we'll finish off the rest of the white list because I've got a whole bunch of stuff here. Ryan, Warden, Gully. We've got wars in Ukraine still going on. We've got there's a whole bunch of stuff. We got economics inflating away. We've got people saying Bitcoin's going to drop down to 11,000. We've got egg prices to $15 a crate for a dozen. Look. How are you guys thinking in the macroeconomic level? And more importantly, what are you doing in response to it?
What do you mean by what are we looking at the macroeconomic level?
Yeah, like what do you think is going to happen? Are we tanking? Is the housing market going to tank? Is crypto markets going to tank? Are we going to stay steady at this rate? And what are you doing? Are you working more? Are you investing more? Are you dollar cost averaging? I like to hear these opinions so I could kind of balance and match against my own.
Right. Yeah, definitely dollar cost averaging into stable coins right now and just keeping my powder on the side.
Are you dollar cost averaging from your like real life work job into the stable coin? Is that what that is? Okay.
Exactly right. So yeah, but as far as like the macroeconomics is concerned, like as of right now, they have the quantitative tightening, which is basically the M2 money supply is now shrinking. And for anyone who doesn't know what that means, that's basically the circulating money supply among consumers. So there's less money to chase goods. And now the supply chains are shrinking as well. Like the production is shrinking because jobs are being laid off. So once production goes down and the Fed begins to start inflating the money supply again, you will notice that prices will start to shoot up because there'll be more dollars to chase less goods. And that increases prices and people will have less money to be spending on speculative assets and having to spend on the necessities of life. So I'm expecting basically a black swan event that will drop us below 10K. And then that's where I think we'll see around the bottom.
10K, under 10K.
Well, if you look at the Bitcoin chart and you look where the big huge drop happened at COVID, and then once the big drop happens at COVID and it wicks down, we shoot off into the bull market, right? Because the Fed began to pump money into the system, keep our interest rates low, so it was inflating this massive bubble. The range it was trading in before that bubble was inflated was 6.5K to 10K. And I do believe we will return to that range.
Okay. Hey, Mike Thomas sets it up here. Okay. Would you like to make a bet on that, Gully? I'll bet you one goofy gopher.
I've already made bets on this. I won money on sub 20K. When I was saying this, everybody was saying the same thing. You're nuts, and we'll never get below 30K, blah, blah, blah. I was saying this when we were above 40K, we'd be below 20K.
Wow. Okay, good.
People were telling me I was insane. So now
I said the same thing though. I'm with you. I was with you. I'm not sure if I'm a under sub 10K person, but I'm with you on the I was at 38K. I sold my Bitcoin. All of my Bitcoin, and betting that it would be sub 15. So we did get there, but not for long. But
yeah, so. I made a bet to go sub 20K, and I bet someone 100 ADA. And what I realized is I made a mistake. I should have made it $100 and in ADA because I would make more ADA if I'm right, and I would pay out less ADA if I'm wrong. So yeah, I made that correction in this bet. I made sure I'm getting paid out in US
$100. Yeah. Carrie says here, I never sell my Bitcoin. I thought I would never either, but I just came to that point where I was like, I'm so sure that this is going in January. I was like, no one can change my mind on this. And I was right. And now I could buy 3 times as much Bitcoin. And I did. And I bought in at 16, 17K. Now and 18K, like I dollar cost average all the way. But yeah, I bought at least 2x. So 2.5 or whatever, 2 and whatever. Anyway, I'm not one to tout that kind of stuff, but because it came separately. But what are you guys doing? Ryan, Warden, are you just gonna keep building? Warden, same old, just like, hey, this is the time to stay the course and diamond hand onto stable coins? Or are you guys looking for those, times to go into the market? What are you doing, Ryan?
So I think it's really important to consider the macroeconomics here, because it's not like only crypto's down, everything's down. All investments are down except maybe like gold and whiskey and physical things like that. But we had a 12-year bull market, which was crazy since 2008, really. So it's natural that it comes down. I actually studied finance, so I'm quite interested in this stuff. I think it's partly the 4-year cycle. Partly it's politics. There's things going on in different parts of the world. We've obviously got the war in Ukraine, which has knock-on effects everywhere. So I was just in the UK for Christmas. Electricity is up by 5x. Everyone's on strike. Trains are on strike. Nurses are on strike. So the country's struggling to function.
What does that mean on strike? What does that mean?
It means workers aren't working until they get a raise, because the electricity has gone up so much, but their wage hasn't gone up.
You've not heard of a strike before?
No, I did. I have. I really mean not what does it mean of definition of strike, but what does that mean for the country? You know what I'm saying? Like you just mentioned trains, nurses, doctors, everyone's on strike. Like, is this a wage price spiral? Is this what's happening? What's happening in the UK over there? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's looking pretty bad over here.
It is, and not just the UK, Europe as well, and then Asia as well. I've got a friend in China. Corona is rife there because their vaccine wasn't as good as ours in the West. That's obviously got effects all over the global supply chain. So there's a lot of things that need to be sorted before we can even think about a bull run. I do think it will be quite a while. But that being said, there will be a bull run. It's not going to be a bear market forever. I'm personally going all in at the moment because all crypto has to do is recover and you make like 6x. And I think we all think it will get back to what it was and even higher. The technology is still the same. It's still transformative, and it's really exciting to be building in a bear market.
Let me offer a contrarian view though. You said that all crypto has to do is recover. Some would say that crypto was actually in a bubble, and that wasn't its fair valuation, that its fair valuation is now. So this is the recovery. What do you say about that? Like, hey, that was actually an anomaly. The shoot up to 69 for Bitcoin, that was the anomaly, and now we've returned at fair market value levels. Gully, I see you nodding your head. Do you agree, disagree with some of these statements?
That's why I say we'll return to the pre-COVID range of 6.5K to 10K, because I don't know exactly where in that range, but because exactly that we were trading in that range. The market tanked because of COVID and nobody wanted to pay the price for it. So the Fed started pumping money into the system, giving cheap money and allowing people to invest money like crazy, even into speculative assets like this. And then you had exchanges over leveraging themselves like crazy, inflating the money. So I believe we will return to levels like that, because that's really where the true value was.
You're kind of winning me over, man. You're kind of winning me over. What do you guys think, Ryan, Warden?
I mean, I think we see those levels as well, but I mean, I'm looking even more in the future. This was the closest thing that was read to me, so I'm gonna put it on. Okay, never mind, that's it. I mean, ever since I've been into crypto, all I've known is red. So I mean, I'm super excited to see the future, but a lot of things really go into that. And the big thing for me, I love the political aspect of everything, so I'm able to talk a little more into that. But it really just depends on, because you go to the store, you see, you mentioned it a little bit earlier with the eggs, and everything is up. And so, I mean, gas prices were up. We're tapping into emergency reserves, so that's why it's a little bit lower in the U.S. now. But everything around you is up, everything in your daily life. And even if you're not into crypto, you can kind of see that the market is down for a reason. And it's because of all these like interest rates, the CPI numbers, which have calmed down a little bit, but they're still, everything's up almost every single month. And so we're going to continue to see pain until we see a turnaround.
Curly Knox says this, but eventually the Fed will turn the money printer back on. They have no choice in that. Yeah,
that's a bad thing. That's what I was saying earlier. That's a bad thing. The Fed pivoting is actually the bear case, because that means they know they've broken the system and they have to print money again to save people. But the problem is people are losing jobs, which means the means of production is lowering down. Supply chains are all screwed up. So when you increase dollars and lessen the goods that the dollars are chasing, prices will go up. And so the cost of, it's like the lira in Italy. Before, people were millionaires, but they couldn't even buy a loaf of bread with 3 million lira. You know what I mean? So the money supply had gone up, but the goods had gone down. And so the prices went through the roof. So this is what's going to happen. The price of necessities are going to shoot through the roof, and people aren't going to be able to afford rent, bread, anything, let alone going and buying Bitcoin.
Would that be the solution then? Isn't that the clear solution is Bitcoin, not ADA?
What do you mean by that?
So like inflation's going sky high, money printer turns back on, and you know what? Every country in the world who has got a centralized bank will turn the money printer back on as well. So wouldn't the only thing left would be just Bitcoin? Like
gold, silver.
Gold and silver as well, probably, but it doesn't have the technological advances that Bitcoin does.
I agree, but also it doesn't it has more of the notoriety and trust from the majority of the world than Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is still a fringe market, right? So it's hard to get my grandmother or my mother to invest in Bitcoin over buying gold. They would feel safer with that.
Okay, so then let's to your point. What about gold? Wouldn't that just be the ultimate asset here, just to buy gold?
To buy gold, I think it's not a bad idea. I think it's going to drop as well. I think the market's all going to take hits. It's going to be very hard to not lose value in something. I would still stay in cash as of right now, because I think relative to everything else, it will not lose its value as fast just yet.
One thing that I find during this bear market is to find ways to generate more income, passive income, no matter how small, or work more, or just do whatever, like just to generate more, so you have more of a like powder to work with and play with. And one of those ways is Goofy Gophers. Be sure to check out their mint. Check out their website. But we've got more Goofy Gophers to hand off. You guys like that one? So we've got a lot more. We've only handed off 3, and we've got 7 minutes left. So I really want to churn and burn here. Here we go. We're going to go. If we don't have time, we'll just start giving out 2 o'clock or 2 of them at a time. Here's the next one. It's a landmark as well. This one's going to be easy.
An igloo?
Igloo. I think that was Warden. I think he got it first. Go ahead. Warden, give that one away to someone in the chat. Chat, if you guys want to give it, like, be seen by Warden here.
Yeah, especially if you guys don't have a whitelist, because I mean, I could possibly pick someone that has a whitelist, so this wouldn't be great. I'm gonna go with my dog Curly Knox. I mean, he's too clutch, and he also said the correct answer. So
Curly Knox, good job, man. Good job. A regular here, man. I really appreciate you being on here. Here's the next one. Okay, we're giving this away. Ryan, I need to hear you, man. I need to hear you play, bro.
I'm so bad at Pictionary.
Okay, this one is a celebrity. This one is celebrity. Here we go.
Oh no.
Aaron.
The alien from Toy Story. Shrek.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Shrek's my thing. I love Shrek.
Really?
Yeah, it's like the best movie ever.
Isn't that so good?
You picked the perfect one. Yeah.
Go ahead, Ryan. Give one away. That's
I'll give it to Mike Thomas. I saw him asking some good questions.
Mike Thomas, good job, dude. This is a giving's channel. All right, so Ryan, really quick, do you do giveaways? Are you on interviews for other people's channels and stuff like that?
Yeah, we do giveaways. We do a lot of events in our Discord as well. So we did a Rumble this weekend, and it had 700 people. It was crazy, and I won. And everyone said it was rigged, but I don't know how I won that. We gave it to second place anyway.
That's funny. So what? Yeah, do other people do like Pictionary? What do they do for your giveaways? How do you do that?
Nothing as fun as this. Normally, it's just like, retweet this and pick randomly.
No. Forget the retweets and stuff like that. I don't care about retweets. I want I like gamification and stuff like that. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. Food. This one's a food item. Okay, I'm gonna change up the color here on you guys.
Banana
peel.
Banana peel. Warden, good job, man. You get to give another one away.
I didn't know people ate banana peels, but
it's a food. It's a food.
I'll go for green fingers. I mean, he's been close a couple times, but it's that
autocorrect. Oh, the regular winner. Golly. Okay, yep. Here we go.
He has the Aeronauts PFP too.
Oh, does he? Okay, there you go. Hey Ryan, really quick. Do you have any other good friends that are developers, like project developers and lead devs and stuff?
Yeah, I've gotten close with Flipper. They're our official marketplace partner, doing really cool things.
Okay, just curious. Do you any particular NFT projects?
Yeah, well, their marketplace, it was an NFT project. So they released a project, built the marketplace. Then if you hold their Ghost NFT, you'll eventually get a share in the marketplace.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Silly.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then also Whiskies is a really cool real world utility project, kind of similar to ours, except they're taking mint revenue and buying rare casks of whiskey. Then the community votes on when to sell, and then it's shared among the community.
Oh, I would love that one. That'd be so cool to have some rare whiskey. That'd be awesome. All right, here's another one. This one is under the category of animals. This one's going to be hard for me to draw. Here we go.
Bee, fly, bumblebee,
butterfly,
wasp. Yellow jacket.
Wasp is it. Wasp is
I'm
the
just
one.
Getting too hot. I'm getting
Warden
too hot.
is on a hot streak right now, guys.
Just for reference, this is the hottest I've ever been. I can go 0 for 14 in Hangman. So I'm getting pretty blessed right now.
That's funny. Go ahead and give that to somebody out there.
I'm going to give it to Carriques Torres with the Eden 7 PFP.
Okay, nice. Good for you.
Nice.
Make sure, remember, just as a reminder, be sure to check out the Discord, open up a ticket. I have a link to the Goofy Gophers Twitter underneath, and I'm sure you could find your way from there. We've given out 7 so far. We're going to give out 2 more because I really want one for myself. All right. So I hope Brian's all right with that one. Here we go. This one's going to be a hard one. This one is actions. Okay, actions. Oh boy, I don't know how to. Okay.
Dancing.
Walking on stilts.
No.
Shaking.
No.
Shivering.
No.
Is this a specific dance?
Stanky leg. I hate pants as a grip.
Wait. Stanky leg is close. Oh, hold on. I didn't use it.
Quivering?
No.
Panicking.
This is some old person dance move.
Okay. I'm gonna give it away here. It's a song.
A song. Well, he ain't walking like an Egyptian, I'll tell you that.
Wrecking ball?
No. What is this? What is this thing?
I have
A
no
wrecking
idea.
ball.
That's why I guessed it.
It's not wrecking ball. No. Oh, high gaming is close.
Is he
High gaming-
moonwalking?
High gaming is close. What is this thing? What is this thing?
Soccer, kicking?
What is this thing?
Bro, what are you
Oh
drawing?
my god! I have to end it. It's 1 o'clock. It's the wobble, wobble baby, wobble.
Wow.
I haven't heard that before.
Really?
Yep.
It's so funny because whenever I share that answer, no one is happy for me. No one. Well, it's the wobble baby, wobble. Get in there. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me pick something easier for you guys. This one's oh shoot, it's 1 o'clock. Okay, let me hurry up. This one, okay. How many do we have left? We've got 7. This one will be a 2. You'll win 2 if you win this one, okay, guys? This one's gonna be okay. Here we go. It's an action.
Sitting.
Hold on, I know what you guys are gonna do.
Losing a jungle pong.
Squatting. Swiveling on a chair.
No.
Typing at a computer.
Chilling, sitting,
Standing
relaxing.
up.
Yeah.
The arrow
Oh,
set me up.
spinning.
Oh yeah. Close.
Swirling the chair.
Dizzy. Getting dizzy.
Dizzy. That's it. Dizzy. Good job, Warden. You have smashed through this last half of Pictionary.
I'm gonna have to save this video. I'll never be this hot ever again.
Congratulations. Give away 2, and then we're gonna get everyone out of here.
I'll give it away to Quicksilver.
Quick silver. That's 1. Okay. And then
Oh, I got 2. I got 2.
Yeah, you get 2. You get 2.
Can I give it to Hugs Not Rugs?
Of course you could. Of course you can. Hugs Not Rugs.
Shout out to the
Quick
MFer gang.
You did
So
say
be
you had a
sure-
white list, but yeah, I don't know. Are you allowed to stack lists?
I don't know.
Ryan?
It's on Ryan. Ryan, are you allowed to stack whitelist?
No, if you already have it, usually we say you just give it to someone else.
Okay, yeah, there you go. That makes sense. Makes sense. Do they have multiple? If not, you give it away.
I saw Hugs and Rugs say he had a Gopher, so which would mean he has a whitelist, yeah?
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, okay. Hugs Not Rugs.
Sure.
Yeah, there you go. You have to give one away. So Warden gave it to you, but you give it away. Okay, so you'll have that opportunity. Guys, be sure to check out the Crypto Ward. He's been very generous today, so really appreciate him. Be sure to check out Gully, always dropping in the biggest knowledge bombs for us. And of course, check out Goofy Gophers Mining Club. All the links are in the description down below. Thank you guys so much. You guys at chat, you guys made these streams so much fun for us, so awesome, and I really appreciate it. Thanks for putting up with my drawings. Gully, Warden, Ryan, thank you so much for CNFT live stream, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take it.